The teachers of the Sun Creek District came out in numbers today with a resounding no to the proposed salary cuts by GOB. And while COVID wouldn't allow these teachers to protest in the streets, they staged a long and winding motorcade through the streets of Dangrika town, with their vehicles bearing defiant bristleboard signs signifying their discontent, and car horns blaring loud enough it seemed to be heard all the way in Belmopan.
The message for today was simply to say, GOB, your first proposal is not accepted. Yes. There is an important meeting today at 2 p.m. with the government side and our BNTU. And our teachers felt that they needed to show their discontent before this meeting so that ministry, government can hear our cries and keep that in mind when we negotiate today at 2 p.m.
And while to some it may seem like a small procession, Denise Henry, who doubles as the president for the BNTU Sand Creek branch, explained that the rural teachers needed to show their support from home so that they could abide by COVID regulations. Still, they had more teachers than they were initially allowed by police. But even with those numbers, will this protest hold the same weight as those in the past? Henry believes it will. In the past, when teachers protested, it was a big deal because now the students have to stay home, but now they're already home. Do you feel like this, you've lost some type of leverage because of this?
Oh, no. I mean, with the way the media is and social media, right? With the way that is today, it gives us even more leverage because our students are in tune with what is happening from social media. And so we really and truly can reach out to far more now. Okay, so there's no loss of leverage at all. In fact, we are probably gained.
The teachers are now asking to go back to the negotiation table. And while they understand the state of the economy and the fact that some cuts may have to take place, they said they deserve an input since they work harder now that classes are online.
I am a mother, I am a teacher, and I am the president of BNTU, and I will tell you, the most work I'm getting right now is from being a teacher. When I get up in the morning, I have my first set of students, and I will be real with you. You teach a class, and after that class, it doesn't end there. All day you get questions, you get concerns, you understand? And now, with technology and being online, they have access to you all day till you stop answering your phone. So it's far more work for us now than being in the classroom.
One of the teachers said that even though she is at home, she still needs to take money out of her pocket.
I have to pay my rent, I have to pay all my utilities, everything. And the expenses that I have incurred since COVID started in terms of my teaching, in terms of ensuring that the software is installed and taking care of my laptop and everything so that I can teach to the best of my capacity, all of that has been at my expense. So it isn't fair to me for the government to say to me now, take 10% cut. And I still have to be paying all the taxes that I pay, make all the social security contributions. I mean, everything, all the expense for being a person that lives and takes care of my mother, a person that volunteers so much time and energy and skills to the community, plus be a teacher, and you want to take 10%? No, this is unreasonable.
Especially since, like you mentioned, teachers have always been taking money out of their pocket, and now even though they're not in the classroom, money is still coming out of their pocket.
Definitely. When I wanted to get the full Microsoft package, I had to pay for that. If I want to have the proper Zoom, I have to pay for that. You understand? Everything, all the software that I need so that my classes can be done well, it's on me. I don't get the privilege of having any kind of living allowance, recreation allowance, communication allowance. I mean, if I had all the allowances, no problem. But I don't get all those allowances. Everything for my survival is from my salary.
Another teacher is of the opinion that cuts should be the last resort and more consideration should have been made.
When you start to cut things, anything, you have to know the consequences. It's not just cutting and so forth. So it does have an impact. Anything you cut, if I cut your microphone, it has an effect. If I cut your fuel, You can't go and do interview further. So everything has an effect. It has an effect in your daily lives, the way you take care at home, how you take care of students. Because when you talk about cut, you talk about money. And money is what really makes you live comfortable, do your job the best as you could. So when you cut, it has a universal effect. It has a triple effect. So you just have to be careful how you cut, and should be the last resort.
Ifonyemi said that one of the steps the government could have taken was to consult the teachers.
I wanted to ensure that the government registers my discontent. You see, they didn't come and ask me, Ms. Efuniemi, what do you think about this proposal? What ideas do you have? Contrary to what was said about us, about limited talent, I'm a very talented person. I'm a highly thinking person. Come to the teachers, draw from your population input about how to solve the problem.
Courtney Menzies, 7 News.